Hey everybody, I want to talk to you today about the secret nail sale, or the secret sale, I guess we could call it now because we are doing more than nails. I have done the secret sale many times in my VIP group, and every time I've done it, I have always had some of the biggest numbers I ever pull in when I do these sales. I did not come up with the secret nail sale, so I can't take credit for it. I saw a training for this years ago, and I thought it was a fantastic idea. When I saw the training for it, they did it in a messenger style. I decided to switch my format a little bit, and I actually do mine in a private Facebook group. I haven't seen a training yet on how exactly to do it in the Facebook group, so I thought I would make my own training to kind of really lay out in great detail how I run my secret sales in the Facebook group, because I feel like it could help a lot of people. Like I said, I have always pulled my biggest numbers during these sales, and I know it's because it kind of takes so much work to prep for it and run it, but I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna walk you through everything that I do. So it might be a little long to do the training, so bear with me if you make it to the end. Again, if you're kind of looking for something quick to make sales really quick, this probably isn't the sale for you. But if you're looking to try something new with your people, or something that you could run every year, which I now do it annually in my page, and you want to take the time to really prep this, put the effort in and run it, I think you would be so happy with the results of it. So hear me out and let's get into this. So like I said, I opt to do mine in a private messenger group. The reason that I chose that is I know everybody's different. For me personally, I do not like being in a messenger chat that is very fast paced and kind of chaotic. I think a lot of people feel that way. What happens, especially like in a sale or a party maybe that you're doing, at the beginning people are kind of all into it, and then once the sale hits and people are claiming left and right, it gets overwhelming, not only for your customers that are there, but I think it's very overwhelming for us as stylists as well. So we're kind of creating a lot more work for ourselves. And what usually ends up happening too is you have this like mass exodus of people leaving the group chat, and those are all people that could have been buying sets from you. So we don't want that. So I thought maybe we could do it in a separate space that allowed us to be much more organized and prepared for the sale. And so I'm finding that the secret group or private page has been amazing for many reasons. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's talk about prep work for this sale. I'm going to show you too what mine looks like. I also created a demo page that I will share the link for you after, so that you can actually go back to that. You can see the wording that I used, the order that I did things, how I hyped people up, and all of that. And so anybody's welcome to go into that demo group. All the commenting shut off. It's just kind of like a page for you to view how I ran one of my sales. But the prep work is key here, because the prep work later on, you will be thanking yourself for all of this prep work. So before we even dive into the Facebook aspect of it, the first thing you have to do is you have to organize your inventory. So I know everybody's across the board with this. Some people are very good about this. We all have different systems that we kind of maintain our inventory. And then some people, it's just a free-for-all because life is crazy and that's just how it gets. So maybe you don't know what sets you have and how many of them that you have. So in order to do this successfully, you are going to have to first organize the inventory. It might take a little while, maybe it takes a day or two, but if you can set aside time to get it in order, that's gonna work later on. And in general, as stylists, it's really good if we can track what sets we have, what products we have, and how many of each that we have. It really, in general, is something that we should do. So first, you're gonna do that. What I do for this sale when I'm organizing my inventory is I organize it by categories. So you'll see in the sale as well, that's how I do the posts. So we're talking like glitters, overlays, all the different nail categories. I have a category for makeup, nail care, and I'm trying to think what else. I list them somewhere else, but the different categories. So what I do, this is just an example, is I go into Google Sheets or like an Excel spreadsheet. You could do this by hand. You can do it on a Word document. I just find when I am doing the sale later on, this is how I set it up. So this is just an example. So it's just like a few sets each. You can see I have the categories, so like glitters, solids, nail designs, what set I have, and how many I have of it. Hopefully you can see that. I also put them in alphabetical order. I know a lot of you guys are gonna watch this and be like, this is so over the top and so organized, but like I promise you, when this gets crazy and fast paced, this is going to be your saving grace right here. So you have your list, you have them in order, alphabetical order. That way, when people are claiming them, you know exactly where to look and where to find them. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's how I list it. So that's your first job. So before you do anything, I want you to go organize your inventory and do that. I have a list here, so I make sure I don't lose anything. Again, we're gonna format this as a private Facebook group. So once you have your inventory, I want you to go ahead into Facebook and create a private group. And I do, when I can, I try to do themes on my sales. I just think it kind of makes it more fun. So one time I did like a spring cleaning theme. One year I was pushing for my Massachusetts sash. So we called it Reclaim the Sash sale or Dash to the Sash. I forget what I named it, but it was themed. I like to make things on Canva, so I kind of made all my graphics themed around that. So you don't have to, but I always find anytime you can personalize it, the better. So you will go ahead and you'll make that group. It has to be private because of course, if we're doing this and we're doing sale prices, you can only do that on a private format. Always remember that it can't be on a public forum. So let me show you just really quick what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully flip this okay. So here is my page. So this was the one that I did for spring cleaning. Right now, this is when you guys go to look for it, you're gonna see it's called the Secret Sale Demo. Obviously it wasn't called that before. I named it that so you guys can see. So I created a cute little cover photo and I'm gonna share a template as well for Canva for some graphics so that you can, if you're not good at Canva, you'll have something to start off of. So hopefully that will help. So that is that. Let me turn you back around. Hopefully you don't get dizzy here. Okay. You're not inviting anybody to this page yet. This is literally all prep work. So you're gonna set up your page. You're going to create a couple of welcome posts. So that's, we do that because once you start adding your guests to the page, once you start adding your guests to the page, they already have something there waiting for them. It's a welcome message. It kind of explains how the sale works. Again, this is all going to be in the wording for you and the document. I just wanted to kind of walk you through it as well. Let's talk pricing. When I do the secret sales, this usually is my cheapest pricing of the year. And I do that so it's exclusive. People, the next year when I do it, they're gonna remember, oh my gosh, the last time that she did this, everything was so cheap. It was crazy. I have to get in on this again. So usually with my nail sets, I do around $8 a set. And the other products that I do, like makeup and nail care, usually end up being around like half off of retail. But it depends on the product. Like this last one that I did my lipsticks at like $5 because I had so many of them. So I just wanted to move them quick because makeup expires. So I don't want them sitting here in my inventory. If you have thousands of sets and you're looking to unload, like do them at $5. I don't know, you do whatever you want. It depends like how much you're looking to unload, but this is something that you want to entice people for. I don't know if I said this before, but this last sale that I did just a couple, last week, I ended up selling $1,200 in sales. I meant to say that before. So anytime I've done one of these sales, I've ranged anywhere between $600 and the $1,200 might have been my biggest one to date. So I don't think I've ever made less than $600 on these sales. So just another reason why all of this work that I'm talking about is so worth it. I promise you, it's worth the effort to put in. So I'm just going through my document here. So I'm going to share with you the template for the Canva for the graphics that you can use. I go through my pricing on all of the items. I go through the categories, and it's a choice, but you can also do giveaways during your sale. I like to do that just because, I don't know, I think it makes it that much more exclusive. I think all of us have a bunch of stuff like prizes and giveaways lying around that we can give away to our people. So I do that. Again, you don't have to. So now you have your page set up. We're still not inviting anybody yet to this sale. So the next big to do is you have to find, now that all of your inventory is organized, now you have to find nail fees. And yes, I mean a nail fee for every single set you have, and an item picture for your makeup or nail care. Again, this is a huge job, but I think we can all agree that the really good pictures of the nail sets are what sell them. Sometimes your little stock photo or even holding the envelope itself, like we're stylists and we know that they do not translate to how gorgeous they are in person. So I want you to scour all the graphics pages. We have so many amazing graphics groups that we are in that stylists provide these gorgeous nail fees. So you're gonna go in, you're gonna have your list handy so it's a little, you're not going in blind, and you're gonna save. You could do it by category if you want to like tackle it, you know, a couple days at a time. It literally took me maybe about 3 days to prep my last one, but that was the $1,200 sale, so it was worth it. So you're gonna find nail fees. If you can't find it on the nail fee page, a few of them I had to grab off of like Google, but it was only a few of them. Otherwise, I really was able to find some good nail fees from everybody. The best way to do it is as you're saving it in your phone, save it by category. So make little folders on your page, on your phone, solids, glitters, nails, designs. That way when you're uploading them to your sale, it's already in categories. So you're kind of creating less work as you go, if you can do that. So now we have the nail fees, we have the product pictures. So we want to go into that private group now. And here's the amazing thing about doing this in a private group. One word, I'm gonna say scheduling. Seriously, game changer. So if you were doing it in a messenger chat, you can't schedule a messenger chat. So you're sitting there frantically trying to upload pictures, say how many of each that you have. The beauty of this private group, and I really think this is the key, is that you can schedule all of these posts ahead of time. Before people are even in your page, you can have this scheduled and ready to go. All of them are going to be scheduled to go off at whatever time you choose for your sale. But now you have the ability to take your time, upload every single picture. Again, you're going to do it by category. So I'm going to flip my camera again and show you what that looked like. So let me scroll down here. What this does is it gives your customers a very smooth, clean shopping experience. And if you have shopped in any kind of a sale before, if you get overwhelmed, if there's too much going on or it's not organized, you're out of there. You're not buying anything. I've been guilty of that myself. So we want to create the most sales possible for you. And the way we do that is to give your customers a super smooth experience. So I'm gonna flip my camera again. Okay, so here we are. So this is what it looks like. Again, this was one that I already did. So what I did was I kind of went in and deleted all the comments so you can see. So I have solids, clear overlays. So when all of these scheduled posts went off at sale time, they were ready to go. And how gorgeous are these pictures? Like you can see why, let's see for a little bit, this is gonna sell them way better than a stock photo. And so here's the other part as well. When you have scheduled these in your group, this is listen up, because this is definitely very important. Once they are uploaded, you are going to go in and turn the commenting off on all individual photos. Again, another huge job, but this is key because if somebody goes in to claim their sets and they start commenting on individual photos, if you guys know what I'm going to say here, what happens is all of a sudden your feed is filled with jumbled individual photos with no context. And that's going to be very confusing for people. So what this does is you're only keeping the commenting open on the category posts. So when they claim, they have to do it in each category post. And that makes it easier for you to track who's claiming as well. Again, it makes it for a super smooth shopping experience for them. And you can see too, on the captions, you're going to put the set name and how many you have if you have more than one. I think all of these I only had one, so you can see here I had 4 available. So that way people know as well how many we're working with. So that is like a big, big must. I'm going to flip you again here. Okay. I know I've probably lost a lot of you guys right now and you're thinking, no way, this is way too much work. I'm not doing it. It is a lot of work. I won't lie to you. It is a lot of work, but I've done maybe 4 of them now. And like I said, they have always been super successful. And I know that it's because of these little details. What's happening is once people kind of get that FOMO, and you've explained how it's going to work, they're claiming like crazy because they know exactly where to go to claim and they want to get there before the next person does. And it makes them kind of have to do the work a little bit as well. So they know while they're browsing through pictures that they have to get back to the comment section and claim. So I think it actually creates like this like anticipation thing. Like I think it works. So, okay, so we're turning off commenting. You've created your welcome post. Everything is ready to go. So for me, by the time I post on my VIP page, my sale is ready to go. Everything is done. So now my only job is to start promoting the sale. So now, again, I gave you some graphics in the template that you can start with. I posted my VIP page. I give you guys wording on what to put. I've shared with what I've used here before as well. I don't like to do it for over a week before the sale. So always like a week or less when you start promoting, because I don't know if this has happened to you guys either, but sometimes I'll promote too far in advance and people totally forget about it, and it just like kind of gets lost. So a week or less, I would say maybe a little less than a week. It's like an urgency kind of thing. So you're going to post about your secret nail sale. What you're going to stress is that this secret nail sale, sorry, my dishwasher's going off. You want to talk about how the secret nail sale, it is super exclusive. You're going to tell them it's not taking place here on the VIP page. We're creating it in a separate space. So if you want these crazy prices, you have to opt in on this. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on these crazy deals. So you're not only going to post about it, but you're going to go live and you're going to talk about it as well, because people want to see your face. They want to see who they're shopping from. They want to see your excitement about it. And they want to hear about how exclusive the sale is. So you're going to say, I'm trying something new, guys. I'm super excited about it. Here's the deal. You have to opt in on it, or you can't get these prices. So it's not going to be here. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to create a lot of excitement over it. If you have an MVP chat, which if you haven't looked up that training, I forget where it is, but look up the MVP chat training. So that's a side chat that you've created for your VIPs that, again, have opted in on that chat. That's been a huge, huge driving force in my business as well. So we'll talk about that another day. That's like an exclusive chat just for your, like, that's kind of like usually like your core group of customers. So tell them about the secret sale too. Be like, guys, it's back. I did that since I've done it multiple times now. I'll be like, it's back, guys. Who wants in on this? So that kind of generates a lot of interest as well, because Facebook isn't always showing our stuff to everybody, which is super frustrating. So we want to try to use all different outlets on how to get people in on the sale. I even posted on my personal page about it. I just didn't say how much the sets were going to be. So we can't publicly promote how much we are selling sale sets for, but you can say, I'm doing this exclusive sale. You have to opt in on it. These are like my lowest prices of the year. So let me know if you want in. So keep that in mind. So now you have everybody in your chat. We are ready to go. Everybody's excited. You can see the posts that I used to kind of like generate excitement and stuff on the sale. So you can feel free to use that wording and stuff. So now we're going to come back to the pages that you used to organize your inventory or your list that you made. So I schedule all of those posts, those category posts, to go off at the same time. So if my sale is at 8:30 p.m., they are all hitting the website on that page at 8:30 p.m. It gets crazy. I'm not going to lie. Like, even with the most organized system that I have, it's crazy. But this is a quality problem for people to be claiming that many sets, right? So what I do is I'm at my table here. I lay everything out in front of me. So you can see here, I've got everything out in front of me. As people are claiming, I'm writing down, my arm's probably in the way here, but I'm writing things down as people claim. So this is where the alphabetical and the order thing comes into play. So instead of just a random list that you're trying to like look through and see the names, you're like, oh, someone's claiming cherry on top. That's under my glitters. You can find it super easy. And what I do for now is I just write their name next to what they claim. If it sells out, if all of my cherry on tops are sold out, I'm putting a line through it just for my tracking and for my brain, basically. So because we have these in categories, what you can do is just keep going back. I usually have my phone on me as well. I actually find that's quicker than the laptop. When people are claiming, I go back to the post, make sure you hit all comments, and you can see them in order. So just keep going back to each category and see what people are claiming. Write it down, go back, And what I always make sure to tell them too is that I will comment under your whatever they're claiming and say all yours if they claimed it, because sometimes people will claim things that already are claimed. So I'll say, oh, sorry, so-and-so snagged it. I have to go in order of how it comes in on my end. Make that very clear for your pages, because with fast-paced sales, it's very hard to keep up. And on someone else's computer, their comment might have come in first. So way before the sale, in my posts, I say, I always have to go with what comes through first on my end. It's the most fair way that I can do that. I do that with my live sales as well. It's just the best that we can do. People have to understand that. So again, we're claiming things are crazy. That's pretty much how the sale itself works. So it's kind of like usually like crazy for a while, and it'll like slow down for a little bit. Once it starts slowing down a little bit, what I like to do on my laptop, because it's easier to see, I'll go into those posts and I'll delete the pictures, the individual pictures of the ones that are sold out, the ones that definitely aren't available anymore. I'll go in and I'll delete them. So I'll tell my ladies, I'm trying to update as we go. Have fun with it, like make jokes about it. Like I post GIFs in here about or GIFs, however we say it. You know, like, that was crazy. Like, I'm trying to keep up with you guys. This is crazy. Like, again, it just creates this like urgency of people like wanting to claim left and right. So I go in, oh my gosh, I can't believe that cut me off at the end. I was so close to being done. Hopefully I can stitch this together. But basically we're at the end of our sale. We're gonna go in and we're gonna delete all of those pictures, like I just said, individually. And then what you're going to do is you're going to let everybody know that you're going to keep the claiming open until the next day. This allows people who couldn't make it for the actual sale time to still claim some goodies. So there usually is plenty of stuff left. So, and again, it kind of creates this urgency, and sometimes people will go back and claim more. So that's happened to me a lot as well. So you're going to leave it open until noon, and then you tell people, again, you can go live, tell people that the next day, be like, that was so crazy. Thank you guys so much. We surpassed our goal. I am going to leave everything open until noon. After that, comments are closed and that's it. So you want to make sure that's very clear. You want to make sure you follow up with everybody, invoice them, collect all your payments, and then you can send everything out. I like to take pictures too of all of my bags when I'm on my way to the police, not the police. The post office. Don't go to the police station. They don't want your packages. So when I go to the post office, I like to take a picture and I'm like, oh my gosh, what face do you think they're going to make when I walk in with this? So again, just have fun with it. It's totally worth the effort, guys. Hopefully this all makes sense. I'm going to share with you the Google document that I created. I'm going to share with you the template link that I made for Canva, and I'm going to show you the secret demo page, and you can go in, take the wording, make it yours, of course, but just go off of that and you can see how I did it. And it really is totally worth it. It's really a lot of fun, especially if you have a great group of people involved in it. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I know this was super long. Thank you for hanging in there, but I wanted to kind of just like talk you through the Google document here so it wasn't overwhelming to you guys. So thanks for listening. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you guys later.